Greetings, everyone. My name is Tony Holowitz. Do you have an Act database that you're trying to make the most out of? Well, I have the experience to take a look at your Act data and help you work with Act so you can make the most of what you have inside of Act. I can talk to you about training for you and your staff, consulting and guidance on how to make the most out of Act, teach you about some of the tools that are built into it that you might find effective for you and your staff. I can work on an hourly basis, half day, daily, or weekly basis. So think of me as a short term team member that gets involved with you in the way you work, learns about your business, learns about the products you sell, and then helps you come up with a plan to make that all work more effectively with an ACT. My general sales approach is this. ACT is made up of contacts. It is a contact-based system. So one of the first things we do is just do a review of your ACT database. We take a look at what you have, what's in there, and how it's organized. We try to figure out how many of these people are customers, how many are prospects, what kind of job are you doing staying in touch with them. I'll help you organize your data and come up with a plan that makes sure that no contact in your ACT database ever slips through the cracks. The reality of the situation is this. Depending on the number of contacts you have and the number of staff or team members that you have working on it, that will determine how much time you have to devote to these individual contacts. And when I work with people, I talk about something that I refer to as the 3 Monday plan. I look at how can we make the most out of ACT every single Monday when you come into the office. I then talk to you about certain things you will do only on the first Monday of the month. And then last but not least, the first Monday of the quarter. So this approach leads us to the point where no important contact in ACT will ever slip through the cracks. Let me give you some ideas on how I approach that. First of all, ACT Marketing Automation is ACT's built-in email program. With that, we can send out a marketing or sales email to a large quantity of ACT contacts in your database. So that's one way you can stay in touch with them. And at a minimum, I would say you should do that every quarter. You can send one-off emails, individual emails using ACT and Microsoft Outlook. And those emails will get recorded in ACT, and also the date of that email being sent and emails received will be recorded as well. So now we have a great tool that's keeping track of your correspondence with all of your ACT contacts. If you decide you want to make some phone calls, we can take a look at that as well. The number of phone calls you'll be able to make is based on the amount of time you have in your day, in your week, and in your month. And we can then take a look at that number based on the number of contacts you have and make sure you reach out to them by phone on a regular basis, whether it be monthly or yearly. The numbers will tell that story. If you do meetings, we can keep track of all your meetings, whether it be an on-site meeting, a visit, or maybe some kind of online meeting. So at the end of the day, what we're really working towards is establishing some goals, coming up with some ideas or a plan of attack that we can put in front of you. And what I do and what I really bring to the table is helping you get your data organized so when you come in on a Monday, you don't have to think about all this stuff. You're just going to be able to go to a spot and ACT, see the contacts you've got to react or take action on, take that action, and then move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. Those contacts you took action on will be back down the road. So we'll make sure they never fall out of the cycle of staying in touch with them. We work through this quarterly plan, and then we adjust it, be it daily, weekly, or monthly. We adjust it. We react to the information, the feedback we're getting based on our plan. Then, once we do that, we repeat the process. You keep going. That's the whole thing about sales. You have to keep staying out in front of the contacts if you want to get more sales. It's really just that simple. The last thing I want to tell you about is I've had more than 25 years experience with this. So let me be a teammate for a short period of time. Let me work with you to get to know your business and understand the way you work so that I can help you make more out of ACT. And the best way to start is do a free 1 hour ACT review with me. Let's talk about your process and what you're trying to do, and let me help you move forward. Okay, everyone, thank you so very much for your time. I hope you have a great day. Be well. Thank you.